Hello, this is Wmpyr. I got a question, and so first of all, thank you so much for the question. And yeah, let me get into it. So it's a little bit long, so I'll try to organize it. So this guy went to a dojo, a karate dojo, and he saw that it was a very professional setup. But then he couldn't notice a somewhat out of place torii gate leaning against one of his mirrors, right? So he asked the instructor, what's up with that kind of thing? And he goes, if a Shinto priest were to walk into an American karate dojo with a torii gate leaning against a mirror, is this a big insult? In most instances, these people aren't purposely trying to disrespect anyone, so I'm not faulting them. But I just feel that they may not understand the significance of the cultural and religious aspects of the many things that they do. And he also talks about like bowing as another example of the same thing. So I doubt most of them truly understand that there is a respectful manner in how to even bow. What are your general thoughts on this topic? Thank you in advance. Okay, so quick story. On YouTube, there was a guy that was reviewing action figures, okay, so toys. And he was doing reviews on, I think it was Power Rangers, and it was a Megazord, so one of the big giant robots, right? And it had a samurai sword. And I just, just to share some info, I was like, you might want to put the samurai sword in the other direction just because the way it was resting on the hip, I said it would be the other way around because you want the blade edge side on the top. So, carrying it on the sheath, historically or realistically, you want the edge on the top so it's not banging against the inside of the scabbard, the saya. They just mentioned, just to share some info if you want to make it more realistic or whatever. And he got really, really upset about it. Like, I didn't say it in a offensive kind of way or like, hey, moron, you got it wrong. It wasn't like that. I just, here's some info if you're interested kind of thing. And I wasn't condescending either. But this dude got like really upset and I was like, oh, okay, you're one of those people. So, I don't comment on his channel anymore. As simple as that. I barely watch his channel now too. But so the bottom line is, for us to share information with each other, okay, because we're into this kind of thing. I think that is a good thing. And if you make the things that you're doing here as authentic as possible, I think that's also a good thing, like is one of the things that really turns me off about movies and film, like in Hollywood and stuff, is that it's so far from reality, the actual historical and the actual real. And it's just because some producer or director thought that it's just not as entertaining, so they took liberties for just this purpose, money purpose. And that, to me, is no good. So I like it when it has the basis on reality and the person has actually taken the time to done research. Okay. That being said, we definitely don't want to be that character in The Simpsons, the comic book geek, who's going to talk to you condescending because they have knowledge that you don't and they act like they're better than you. That is, you don't want to be that guy. That guy is very insecure, very pathetic, actually. So don't be that person because at the end of the day, this person, this karate dojo guy, runs a karate dojo. So this guy is into Japanese culture and so are you. So that's common grounds. That's a good thing. So you both like the same thing. So share information with each other and enjoy it. So that's kind of the way that I feel. Or some people, they get like real, they act like they're better than you. And they're like, oh, you're doing it wrong, And I've had that experience like on here on YouTube, where people are very fast and quick to judge you, and oh, you're doing it wrong, your technique's wrong, therefore everything you do is wrong, kind of thing, without even really paying attention to why I'm doing it this way or whatever. So I think people can easily miss the boat and take themselves way too seriously. It's just, here's some info, and if not, that's fine, kind of thing. And, cool, keep it going, kind of thing. So at the end of the day, this stuff, like, they're into a certain culture or history, and so are you. Use that as a means to connect rather than as a means to divide. Like, you don't do it right, you're a poser, I'm the real thing. No, and if they are a poser, then try to help them make it more to where they aren't a poser. But if they're not receptive to it, then don't worry about it. So that's my opinion. That's it for now. Thank you for listening, and take care, folks.